Hello.
Hi
We're playing
viewers,
this now.
it's my birthday, that means you have to subscribe.
You have to subscribe and like this video.
Also spin a fidget spinner while you do it.
This is gonna be a long playthrough if we do hard. I can do it, but it'll be a long playthrough. I honestly think normal gets hard enough at times.
Normal mode is like, at playtime, like 3 to 5 hours. Hard mode, fucking triple it.
Yeah. I mean, there's hard mode missions that are just like not fun. So here's Deadbolt. This game does not teach people how to be murderers. Case in point.
It teaches you how to murder. It does not teach you how to be a good murderer.
So I actually played this. What's that?
A lot of evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't gotta worry about that. Fuck. Bruh. Didn't even fire a shot, baby. So I actually played this game when it first came out. Not like when it came out on Steam when it was a file. It's almost like saying, when you say that about a video game, it's also like saying it's a baby. Back when it was just a little exe.
Back when it didn't even have a store listing.
I will get this. So yeah, basic mechanic is you just knock and then you can stab him. Bitch. The knife is a very good weapon. Fuck these guys.
I'm a big fan of,
Oh, I didn't kill him.
I was like, I thought you had. There
we go.
That one. I'm a big fan of the sledgehammer.
The sledgehammer is really funny.
It's fun to like see someone go through a doorway and then know, alright, if I wind up now, I can hit them when they get through the staircase.
Yeah, I love that. I do that exact thing. So you saw me 5-star that, don't get used to it. This is a game where I actually really like the storytelling to it because...
Yeah, there's a lot of deep lore.
It's interpretation.
Oh, also, viewers, I got a promotion at work, which also means you have to subscribe and like the next video. And Dan's birthday was yesterday, so that means you have to subscribe.
Whatever video we posted
like
yesterday, gotta go like that one now.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I have anything on start? No, I don't. I can.
I'm
on
24.
Normal...
That means I'm 1 year away from becoming a boomer.
Nah, you're old, bro.
Congrats.
Well, I never said I wasn't. I just said that I'm not a boomer yet.
Oh, but yeah, you can go through the vents here, just as fast as you want.
Sus?
Yep, I can vent.
This
guy has total imposter energy, to be honest.
But this game's cooler, because in Among Us, you can't go through toilets.
It's true. So how do I go about this? I don't know what weapons I'm gonna buy, because honestly, I can work with anything on normal mode. Oh shit. Motherfucker turned on the lights.
Oh, I thought he was gonna... Oh, he is.
Oof, that was close. Fuck.
I don't know if we've mentioned, viewers, but you do just die in one hit.
Yeah, everything kills you in one hit. Not everything hits you, though.
And in some later levels, oh boy.
They start shooting at you. They pull out the gat. 9mm.
I love how he just...
Keep forgetting about
he just turns on the light every time.
Yep. Well, it's the best thing to do. 'Cause you can't see me like 2 feet away.
Oh, Drizzle, did you watch Spider-Man?
Not yet. I'll leave if you want to say spoiler.
Well, Spider...
That's fine.
No, I'm just...
Planning on seeing it with family for Christmas.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Not a spoiler, but I will say my favorite part of the movie. I went with a group of four friends actually. My favorite part of the movie was turning to my friends, pointing at the movie theater screen, and doing the soy jack pointing meme. And then sitting next to us on the right side was the people who were also doing that, but unironically. And that was probably my favorite part of the movie.
No, was it when
Just gonna punch this guy to death.
showed up?
Yeah, when director of movie showed up and said, "Hi,
Tobey
It's me.
Maguire, sorry.
it's me, Sam Raimi."
Man, I really sucked at this one. Yeah. I'll do
No,
better
but
next
I mean, it's a fucking Marvel movie, so there's references to like all the other Marvel movies and all the other characters and shit. And then it's also Spider-Man, and like you said, there's references to the Spider-Man franchise. And whenever any small reference happened, it's just point and soy face, and then the people next to us doing the same thing, but unironically.
That seems fun.
Was pretty fun. I gotta say, since this was the same thing when I watched Endgame in a big theater as well. I fucking hate how people just hoot and holler and clap when things are going on. Because like I get it, you know, it's like cool moments, stuff like that. You wanna be excited, but they just dead ass do it over people's like dialogues and stuff. And when Endgame happened, they just missed the ending line where Iron Man says, "I am Iron Man," which is, you know, like an important line, but they were just cheering over it, so you didn't even hear him fucking say it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Myself and do this.
I mean, I go to theaters where that doesn't usually happen, so I'm
Uh-huh.
lucky enough to have that.
You see,
Maybe
I live in South Florida. That's probably why.
Fair enough. Yeah, that might be your issue here.
When people get loud in a theater where you're from, they assume something else is happening.
Did
That's a bit of a deep blow, but you're not wrong.
Where the hell did my hammer go? I had a hammer, I thought. Oh well, I could do this without it.
Did it break?
I don't think it can.
Probably wouldn't have broke that fast.
Yeah, I don't think it breaks that fast. That's fine, I got this one.
Hard.
Easy.
Staircases are OP.
What's up, bitch? Staircase is pretty good. But yeah, this game's not too hard once you get the hang of it. Just gotta know how to manipulate them.
Until World 2 and 3.
Oh, but you guys were talking. I wanted to explain. We went and don't worry, it's okay to kill those guys. They were doing drugs.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, and he can give us.
Let me take
weapons.
the, forgive me if I say the wrong country, viewers, you know what I'm talking about. But I think it's like the Prime Minister of the Philippines. His stance on drugs is basically like, we should just arm people to shoot people who do drugs. Like just random citizens, just like give them a gun.
I'm gonna save my money because I want the flashbang. Flashbang's like a get out of jail free card. I use it all the time.
I don't think I ever did. Probably should have.
Yeah, there's a lot of good weapons. And like I said, I can beat this with pretty much everything on normal. But
I used either, I don't remember if they were two weapons or the same one, but there's the, it's like the silent headshot pistol thing. But I don't remember if there was a silenced pistol and a headshot pistol, or if it was just one weapon.
When are we playing the new FNAF game?
Is there a new one?
when the channel
Completely
is
off topic.
utterly dead.
When we reach our sellout arc.
I think I can stab him like this.
But I think it would be funny to force Dan to play it, you know?
What is the new map?
Ah, I almost threw it.
It's alright.
No, okay, but
Can't make it that way.
like, what is it?
It's like a 3D roamer game where you have to wait until 6 for once. It's actually different.
Don't they die if you exit on them?
Yes, I was gonna say, ha ha ha, funny. This is me when I eat Chipotle or something. But there's no way I live if I go this direction. Actually, I
That
can.
brings up
Fuck! This guy
you know how everyone's like, haha, Taco Bell makes you shit and fart. I think people are just self-reporting that they either, one, cannot handle any seasoning in their food, or two, they're just lactose intolerant and they don't realize it.
I can't believe you said self-report. Among Us has ruined us.
Self-report's it's a good phrase.
Oops, you heard that.
Like, I'm willing to bet the people who think that Taco Bell makes you fucking come out of your ass or whatever, I'm willing to bet they also think the McDonald's Sprite is spicy.
Oops.
You just see the arrow appear in his corpse. Oh, speaking of Among Us, did you see the Among Us VR announcement?
Hell yeah. I mean, I watched people play Among Us VR, like in VR chat. Fuck. That worked.
But now
I
it's
want
official.
to play VR Among Us.
It added a lot to it, honestly. I think it was pretty cool.
I want to turn to my friend and see him in the stupid spaceman suit.
I think what was the coolest thing was how when you go to the meetings, the emergency meetings, like you can sneak off and whisper to each other.
Yeah, proximity voice, in that regard, works really well and is really cool.
This is gonna be tough. I don't know how to deal with this guy. Oh, it's cleared. Never mind.
I wish more games had proximity voice chat.
Sweet.
Nice.
They are fun, aren't they?
Proximity voice chat instantly like boosts a game's rating by a point, to be honest.
It's kind of true.
For sure, for sure.
Now, do I get extra souls at the end of this, or do I just get those 20 and then I have 70? 80, sweet. Get the flashbang.
I remember when they had to disable proximity voice chat in PUBG because people kept getting racially accosted.
That's unfortunate that they had to ban it.
Yeah, I feel like there's other solutions, you know, other than just turning off voice chat.
Let's see.
PUBG's developers are also like not good. Like they just make a lot of really dumb decisions.
So the Game Awards happened recently, which PUBG did not win.
Thank God. I don't know why it would or how it would.
And mostly good results from it.
Yeah, It Takes Two, as we said in our It Takes Two playthrough. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. That was the game I wanted to be Game of the Year when I played it.
Oh, fuck.
And spoiler alert from the past, it did win.
Can you believe that just worked?
No, I can't.
Fuck.
Most of
There we
the, like... I'm trying to look through and see what awards I was like, yeah, that's dumb, I disagree, etc. So there's Game of the Year, It Takes Two won, deserved. Joseph Hars, he's been trying so hard to get any awards for his kick-ass games. He he continually does not miss on, and he finally did it. Oh yeah, best game direction. Award for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design went to Deathloop. I don't know about that one, Chief. When you have It Takes Two, and Psychonauts 2, and Returnal as other options, it's like I feel like all those games kind of were more creative and innovative than Deathloop, which is just, hey, what if we took Dishonored / Prey Moon Crash DLC and we did it but again? It's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard to say your game has outstanding creative vision and innovation when it is the 5th game of its type by its studio. You know?
Right. Ooh, look where he is.
It's like saying 5th generation Pokemon is creative and innovative. It's like, not really when you're on the 5th one. It certainly was, you know, Gen 1 or Gen 2, yeah.
Should have read these. This is funny.
Oh yeah, there is a good bit of humor in this game that I like.
Yeah, it's a bit of morbid humor. I remember there being people who accost you on your way out, but I guess not.
Best narrative was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Lol.
I mean, I didn't play it, so...
I did play, or I played the first hour of it, and it wasn't for me. And my friend played it, and I asked him, what is the narrative? And he was telling me, like, what the story is. I was like, no, but what's the narrative? And my friend explains the story again. I'm like, no, story and narrative aren't exactly the same thing, you know? Like, the narrative is what
the... I thought they were the same thing myself, so could you explain the difference?
Narrative is, like, what the story is trying to tell, like the underlying message, usually. It isn't just the story. It is, like, what the story is about. And I don't think Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, from his description, had a great narrative. I think Psychonauts 2 probably should have won that one, because that game is hella narrative. Maybe.
No, like, literally, there's so much, like, it's just a good game.
I would have even taken Deathloop over Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
And it really...
Yeah, I think with your description of narrative, I would have agreed too.
Best art direction went to Deathloop. LOL once again.
Literally didn't even deserve that.
Literally, the 4 other games, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, that game looks incredible. Psychonauts 2, that game fucking oozes style. Such a unique art style. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, same thing, looks great, very unique style. The Artful Escape, literally a fucking art game.
That must be a pretty bad art game to lose the art
None
direction.
of those won over Deathloop, which was just like... It was just like the same art style as, like, Prey, you know? It's not bad, it's just standard.
There needs to be some kind of requirement, like to vote in the Game Awards, you need to have played each of the games that you're voting for. Or not like play the games that you're voting for, but play all the nominees.
I don't have to play Life is Strange True Colors to have known that I didn't like it.
I disagree.
Well, I watched it, which is basically
I think you can only truly understand how bad Life is Strange is, any of them, if you have actually played it.
Okay, does watching them, or watching someone play them count?
Because
they are just movies.
With Life is Strange, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But
My only thing with that is like, yeah, okay, but I'm not gonna spend fucking $1,000 on a scalped PS5 to go play PS5 exclusives to vote on that category, you know?
True. It is tough, isn't it?
Best. Oh, we already said that one. Best score / music went to Nier Replicant. Deserved. The Nier soundtracks are fucking incredible, all of them. Drakengard as well. Wasn't even really a competition with any of the other choices, in my opinion. My friend, he's the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Defender. He was like, Marvel was really good. They got original music for that game. I was like, yeah, like in Nier, where all of the music is original, or like most games where all of the music is original.
Ooh, can I get this guy? Let me see.
I did think it was funny that Cyberpunk 2077 was on that list when that game just used licensed music. I did like what I think will win and what I want to win with a couple of my friends. And I wrote in that section, if Cyberpunk 2077 wins, I will take a shot. And thankfully I didn't have to.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Then we had best audio design. I played basically none of these games except Deathloop. Forza Horizon 5 won it. That makes sense. Racing games audio design is like kind of a big deal. So it makes sense that a racing game got it. But Deathloop also had audio issues, so kind of happy that one didn't win it. Best performance, who cares, lol.
Me.
The big titty goth GF from Resident Evil Village won it,
Oh, that one.
and she did a good job, I guess. Erica Mori from Life is Strange was a nominee, and I also put, if she wins it, I will take a shot. Thankfully, she did not win it. Games for Impact, however, I did have to take a shot, because Life is Strange True Colors did win that
It
one.
did leave an impact. You can't argue with that.
That's true, it did leave... It has left a concave impact somewhere deep within my skull. I didn't play any of the other games on the list, so, like, I don't even know, you know? Apparently Boyfriend Dungeon is a really cool game, though. And it's on Game Pass, not to be a Game Pass shill, viewers, but it is there. Best ongoing game, not even a
Among
competition.
Us.
True. Surprised it wasn't on the list, actually, because it is an ongoing
it
game.
gets updated.
Well, they just add cosmetics for the most part, but
They had new maps and stuff sometimes.
yeah. To no one's surprise, Final Fantasy XIV won. Apex Legends was on this list. LOL.
From what I
That game
understand,
is
Final
notoriously
Fantasy 14
bad.
at least, like, does okay.
Yeah. I tried playing it, I didn't really like it. Not
I
for
don't
me.
like MMOs.
Yeah, and I always give them a try anyways.
Fuck.
Apex Legends is a game notoriously with bad, like, with issues. Whenever there's a new patch, there is a slew of bugs that are introduced and so on. Call of Duty Warzone, who cares, lol. Fortnite actually does a good job. For people who like Fortnite.
Well, that's not a very high bar.
Like, they actually add new maps, they add like new stuff every season. They do a good job adding new content to that game. I personally don't care about the content they add or the game, but they do make an effort.
They did.
which is
I mean,
compared to Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone, they don't make
yeah,
an
I mean, I
effort.
guess those aren't quite, working games.
Genshin Impact, LOL, notoriously bad interactions between the devs and the community, and
Good.
updates and whatnot. Here's one that infuriated me. This next category. Best indie game. I personally wanted Inscription to win it. Now, my problem is not that Inscription did not win. There was 2 other games on this list that I thought would have been fair to win the game. My problem is that Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which is a game funded by Sony, won Best Indie Game.
But did you play it though?
Kenna? No.
Well, how do you
But-
know it's not the best?
How? Well, because it's not an indie game.
I know.
It is should be disqualified from the category because the studio is owned and funded by Sony. Also, they've been around since 2008. It's not even their first game or anything. They've been in the business for a while. The other one, 12 Minutes on the list. Can you really call a game that has Willem Dafoe? Sorry, I used his real name, not his stage name. Can you really call a game that has Willem Dafoe as like the main voice actor on their payroll an indie game?
Oh shit.
Also, another. It's hardly an indie studio. They've also been around for a while and are funded.
Here's a nice
Yeah.
lockpicking mechanic where you just like you go in a circle.
Yeah, I do remember getting to a point where I just spammed the direction and hoped I got it right.
Yep.
Because it just kind of works good.
Yeah.
Best debut indie game, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Once again, not an indie game. Secondly, not even their debut game. How? Fucking how?
It Takes
I
Two is
don't-
more of an indie game than some of these.
I would agree.
Not quite one, but more of
It's-
one.
It is more of an indie game in the way it embraces indie game design, which is saying fuck game design. Or
This
like
game.
standard game
This
design.
game's lore is just kind of Dark Souls. It's like, yeah, free the souls, ash, burn, and that
I
comes
mean-
up like 300 more times.
Just like in Dark Souls, you die in one hit. So
It's true.
I really wanted best debut indie game to go to The Forgotten City. I understand why that wouldn't get it because literally 12 people played that game probably. I of course being one of them. It was probably
Fuck.
probably in like my second game of the year behind maybe behind Inscription. It Takes Two, Inscription, Forgotten City, my top 3 for the year, I think.
All
Best
pretty good.
mobile game, by no surprise, went to Genshin Impact because it's not even a mobile game. It is just a computer game that also has a mobile version,
Fuck.
and it didn't have much of competition. Best community support, Final Fantasy XIV. We already went over why the other ones are bad, because it's basically the same thing as best ongoing game.
I think best indie game this year was Deltarune Chapter 2.
Oh, that wasn't even on the list, now you mention
It's
it.
too indie.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is gonna be tricky.
I want someone to make the argument that it's not an indie game anymore. Well, you see, it's not an indie game because of how popular it was. It's like, dude, it was literally made by, like, one dude. You know, like...
Actually couldn't tell if I killed him, I almost just walked into him. Just gotta upgrade my headshot rate.
Very important. Best VR/AR game. They were all kind of bad from the choices because unfortunately the best VR games are indie games. Because most studios don't want to invest the time and effort to make a good AAA VR game.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive.
Sure
That's
is.
that's just the issue. And so random Russian dude sitting on his fucking Windows 98 potato computer who doesn't have much money but does have all the free time in the world ends up making a better VR game without fail.
Man, we haven't talked about this game at all.
That's fine. We gotta go over the Game Awards.
But at least, like,
And-
with the lore and everything, you can pause if you want to read all of it.
Innovation and accessibility goes to Forza Horizon 5. To no surprise, it is a Microsoft game.
What's this, fellas?
Yes, my favorite favorite item in the game.
I just have to kill Roland, so that's what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah, Microsoft is a kind of an innovator in terms of accessibility in gaming. So,
Ooh. Sup, dog?
pranked.
Best tech ever.
Best action adventure game went to Metroid Dread.
Woohoo!
I'm happy with that. I liked Metroid Dread.
Good job, Metroid.
Sadly, I did not get to finish it because my Switch broke. So,
Oh, you didn't finish it? Do you know what happens
no.
though?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I don't super care about spoilers.
It's honestly like the first Metroid game that, like, spoilers might kind of matter, to be honest. Ooh, I forgot
Did
the
they
game
canonize that
lags.
Samus is gay? That's the only spoiler I would care about.
Has not been proven. That's the only thing I can say.
Neither confirmed nor denied. They're just like, alright, now you go. Well, I don't want to go.
I wouldn't want to either.
Best RPG went to Tales of Arise. And compared to everything else on that list, sure. Not a lot of great RPGs in the 2021 lineup. Ooh.
I'm overthinking
Unfortunate.
this.
Best fighting game went to Nickelodeon. Just kidding. It went to Guilty Gear Strive.
What do you mean?
NASB is fun, but you know,
Your game should kind of work if you want to win some awards.
it feels so weird to play that game.
Oh! Yeah, I suck.
Domed. This one was weird, and I don't think the game deserved this award, even though I really like this game, as I've said previously. Best family game went to It Takes Two.
Yeah.
I
It's
wouldn't
not a
call that a
family
family
game.
game. They swear quite a bit in that game.
Yep. I didn't know it won that.
Yeah. Probably Mario Party Superstars should have won that one.
Yeah. Wait till he's looking.
Best sports racing, who cares? It's Forza Horizon 5. It would have been cool if it was Hot Wheels Unleashed, though. Hot Wheels
Let me-
Unleashed actually has a really sick community mode where you can take like different parts of like actual Hot Wheels tracks and modify them and make your own courses and upload them and share them.
Well, now I get distracted. I almost had that. Anyways, I was gonna talk about how much I like this song and the soundtrack. Go on.
Yeah. So yeah, Hot Wheels has a cool community mode. More games should do that. Just let you make the fucking levels, give you endless content. People will continue to buy and play your game if they have reasons to continue to buy and play your game. Novel concept, I know. my favorite category. Best sim/strategy game. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Now this category is weird because on it you have Age of Empires 4, which is the winner, spoilers, which you know is like an RTS, like a pretty classic RTS game, you know? You have Inscription, which is a fucking card game, kind of different from RTS, you know? The strategy and stuff is still there. And then you have Microsoft Flight Simulator in the same category. How in any way do you compare Inscription and Microsoft Flight Simulator in the same category of games?
You have objectives in both of them.
You literally don't have objectives in Flight Sim.
No, don't crash the plane.
You don't have to not crash the plane. Hey, if I want to download the 9/11 memorial map and I want to go crash my plane into it, they can't stop me. There's nothing they... Okay, hold on. I need to look up. Has someone added the Twin Towers to... Because, like, that's a mod that someone would do just, like, benignly, right? Like, in remembrance. Like, hey, I added the Twin Towers back to New York to pay homage to this event that happened and the lives that were lost.
I don't think people would do that.
I think someone would. They would certainly be a boomer who would do it if it was done benignly.
Do boomers play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, boomers actually love Flight Sim. Like Flight Sims in general.
I see.